Coach?
How we doing?
Good.
Good.
Just first on the guys who got injured the other night, where are they?
Both progressing really well. Brown is practicing today. Zabor will probably be a practice player tomorrow.
What's kind of stood out to you so far about Merkulov and his skills, especially in offense?
Well, you know, he's got a nose for the puck. He wants the puck. He loves to score goals. You know, so there's a lot of good offensive elements. He needs to continue to progress his all-around game and his pace in order, and that's why we're excited to see him play tonight because of that.
I mean, everybody knew he had to improve on his defensive game. How has he progressed since he's come into the organization?
Well, I think, you know, the coaches in Providence and him worked really well last year at improving him in the areas that, you know, whether it's a junior player, a college player, a European player, they usually come over because they're prowess offensively. And, you know, they need to work on those details and habits that are going to allow you to build the team game. And I think the staff in Providence and him worked on that, and we're excited to see how he builds the team game tonight.
What do you like about Mason Lohrei, and where would you like to see him improve?
It's a good question. You know, like what I like about him is his brain, his length, his feet. He has tremendous poise with the puck. Again, I think the benefit of him going to play in Providence and getting a lot of games and getting used to our system, he seems to be very comfortable now this year in playing fast defensively in our D zone. I think, you know, what I guess I don't know, and we need to see at the NHL level, is how many battles is he going to win, how often he's going to win foot races to be first on puck, and how much does he help us in our transition offensively and defensively.
What do you want to see out of guys like Chasen and Heinen that are here on tryouts in a setting like tonight, and what have you thought of each of their camps to this point?
I think both have been very effective in camp so far. You can tell that they're NHL players and they have NHL brains and they work at the right pace. You know, they need to outplay people. That's what needs to happen.
What have you seen from Jesper Boquist so far?
You know, really fast. Not only is he fast once he gets going, but he's quick in small areas too. So he's got, you know, two good elements of speed to him. He's got a good brain. Saw him make some plays already out there today that, you know, he's assimilating quick to how we want to play. You know, and what we want from him more, and this is also with the team, is having two on the inside, the offensive zone, get into hard areas, because I think he has the skill to produce, but he's got to get himself in the areas to produce.
What do you think of these split squad nights that some teams are doing? What would be the pros and cons of that in your
The pros are you get a lot of people in games right away. I think it's you can do it early in camp. I don't think there's much benefit to doing it later in camp. You know, so a lot of people get games, and I also think there's a benefit for coaches because then, you know, you get a lot of people on the bench getting experience. You know, Joe can run one team, I can run the other. You know, so that the benefits, I think, on the coaching end is very positive. The negative is you don't get to see everybody. The negative is you stretch yourself thin, and it affects your practice schedule.
Coach, we've seen NFL, they do those joint practices with two teams. You ever see that happening in hockey, and do you think it would work in hockey?
Well, I think I think it could work. I remember, I don't know if it was, maybe 6 years ago now. I really want to work on our pull goalie situation, and you can do it in practice. But I remember we were playing Florida at the time, and I asked Joe Quenville. I said, you know, are you okay before the game if, you know, in the second period, you know, it doesn't matter the score. We might pull our goal, like, you know, to work on pull goalie situation. And, you know, he goes, I never thought about that. And he goes, it sounds like a good idea, a little odd, you know, because no one, but that would allow us to do that, a controlled scrimmage, right? To work on things that teams need to work on. But I don't know if it's feasible.
And then with Lucic, we all kind of knew, the role he might have here, working with younger players. How much have you seen that so far? And has there been anything else about him that stood out?
The things that have stood out is he's really relishing the leadership role and mentorship role, which has been great. His attitude's been fantastic. And then on the ice, he's making plays. His ability to make plays in small areas has been very noticeable to me. And I think that he's going to have success with the way we want to play.
Would you hear from Ryan and the guys in Providence on Luke Toporowski and the year he had last season?
Very high energy guy, a guy that gets a lot of shots, very determined, a guy that goes to the inside, is always in hard and dirty areas because he likes to score goals, and he's not afraid to pay a price to score goals.
Anything more or different you want to see from Beecher than you saw in the first game, or just kind of more of the same, in the offense obviously, but the things he was doing, the detailed part of it?
Yeah, I think, just using his speed offensively and defensively to create numbers and winning battles, staying on top of pucks. It's an area that, everybody can be better in, but I think it's an area in particular for him is raising his pace of intensity to be able to win battles so that we get out his physical tools are very obvious. His battle tools and his will is, something that we're looking to see take a step so that he can be, a Bruin.
Good. Thanks, Coach.
Thank you.